Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have a project lifestyle video for you today, and this one is going to be an insert about my daughter's robotics competition that happened a couple weeks ago. I chose to go ahead and make this an insert instead of adding it into my regular week because the week was already pretty full and I had lots of pictures. And then I also had some fun pictures from that day. So I decided to make an insert. Right now I am just placing all my photos and my journaling cards and most of my embellishments. I'm using this Design G pocket page from Becky Higgins, and I really like them for my inserts. They measure out to be 10 by 12. They're the perfect size for an insert. They're not too big and they're not too small. Let's move on and talk about what I am doing here. I picked out a piece of chipboard to go on to that 3x4 card, and I'm going to leave it alone for now. Usually what I'll do if I use this Design G page protector is I'll use one of the vertical 4x6 slots for a journaling card. I'm using a card from a Studio Calico kit. I've already picked out some embellishments that I want to go on the card, and right now I am cutting out a robot that I had found online, and I had printed it out on a piece of vellum. I knew that I wanted to find some sort of robot to go on this page, and I just did a search online and found this cute little guy. I'm going to go ahead and start to put together this card. I'm going to make kind of a cluster at the top. I'm using a word strip and then the vellum robot and also a chipboard piece from one of the Ali Edwards kits. The chipboard piece says top 5. I took it as inspiration and asked Caitlin her top 5 moments from that day, and then I listed them down below on the bottom of the card. Now that I have it all figured out where the pieces are going to go, I'm ready to go ahead and get everything glued down and finish up this card. I'm going to go ahead and read some of her favorite moments while I'm putting together this card. Number 1 was making Nikki bring the Pringles to Mommy, and that means that during the downtime, we took the robot over on the ground. She had the Pringles container with her, and she made the robot grab the Pringles and bring them over to me where I was sitting, and she just thought it was the cutest thing. If you see the photo that's on the bottom, on the left side, that's a photo that I took when we were over there and she was practicing taking the Pringles to me. I also took that photo that I put in the 4x6 vertical slot when we were practicing driving. I took her over to this white wall in the school and just made her hold the robot. I think I'm going to go ahead and add that word epic onto the photo of her and Nikki. I'm going to leave it there for now and start working on my title card. I started out with that pink weekend piece from Colorcast Designs, and it went really well with all the pinks that were in my photos. And I just love that it said weekend because we've been talking about this weekend, even though it was just on Saturday, for a couple months now. It was something that Caitlin was looking forward to for a long time. One more quick thing about that title card, I added some things in Photoshop. I added a couple of words that said weekend, and then I also added that wheel, kind of like a bike wheel. I thought that it matched up with the whole robot theme. I decided that I liked the word epic, and I'm going to go ahead and use my tiny attacher and staple it right onto the photo. The word was kind of fitting because Caitlin has been wanting to be on the robotics team at school, since 4th grade, and I am so excited that she got this wonderful opportunity this year. She has a great team of, there's 5 girls, and they're all in 6th grade, and they've been texting each other and playing together at school, so I am really grateful for this opportunity that she has got. I just went ahead and clipped off the excess, and I'm going to move on to this 3x4 blue card. I picked out this color because it was a great match to the shirts that the school had. They all got the same shirt, and it was this kind of blue color. It also matched up real well with some of the robot pieces, and then also some of the other photos that I have on the insert here. I've printed out a 2x2 photo of when Caitlin was driving the robot in one of their competition rounds. And then I added this pink triangle piece. I needed to add in a bit of color, and so that pink was perfect. I'm going to finish up the card with a few embellishments that I am gluing down here. The chipboard piece, and then I also have a tiny little wood heart. I'm almost done with this first side of my insert. I just need to go ahead and glue everything down on my journaling card. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I thought I would talk some more about Caitlin's top 5 list. We talked about number 1. So number 2 is being in first place for a few rounds. Now during the competition they have 8 rounds, and they did really well the first couple. And number 3 was scoring 32 points on their first round. And that was really exciting and a big deal for them. And they got off to a good start. Number 4 was playing outside with my friends in between rounds and at lunch break. Number 5 was being able to both be on the platform on our first round. Now I want to get back to this journaling card. I have the vellum robot that I don't want to add any adhesive to because you'll be able to see through it. And so I decided to go ahead and pick out a brad. Now these brads are from Simple Stories, their Disney line, but it had a nice gray color. So I'm going to go ahead and add it in the middle of the robot. The robot had a perfect size circle for these brads, and I went ahead and just poked a hole in it, and then I had to re-poke the hole because it wasn't right in the middle, and then I went ahead and put the brad in there. The brad's going to hold the robot in place, and I could also have used my tiny attacher, but I thought the brad was really cute because it fit right in that circle. And now I'm going to go ahead and put everything down on this first side and see if I want to move on to the other side. Oh, it looks like I'm going to add on a black star onto the word epic. I'm going to go ahead and stick it down, and then I think I also add another one up on the title card. I think a white one. Let's see if I can get them out. Yeah, I just add a small white one to that title card. And that's it for the first side. And I'm going to move on to the back side here. Now, again, I've got all my photos printed and all of my journaling cards picked out and some of my embellishments already. First thing I'm going to do is to add this cork piece right under that digital brush that I added on to my photo. And that photo is another one that I took when we were on the floor with the robot and the Pringles. I've gone with the same color scheme on this side, more of the blue and some of the pink. And now I am working on this blue card here. It was a little bit darker than what I wanted, but I couldn't find another card that matched that same blue. So I went with this one and it'll be fine. And I'm gonna add on a star and then also one of these gold clear stickers from Simple Stories. And on the blue card, I have added a little quote. It reads, "Isn't it amazing what clever girls can do?" And that was from Peter Pan. And it's actually from another journaling card that I have from one of my Studio Calico kits. I decided to save that one for Caitlin's actual book. And it was also a lighter pink color, so it didn't quite match with what I was going for. I really loved the saying, and I knew that I wanted to add it on to my page. And as I was working on this side, I found this wood piece from the same set from Colorcast Designs as the weekend one came from, I believe. I added it on the bottom of the circle piece, and then I'm gonna move the star down a little bit after I get that wood piece on there. While I'm finishing up this journaling card, I wanted to talk about a few of the photos on this back side. The first one in the top left corner is a photo that I took of the girls' sign that they had on their table. It has the name of the girls' team, also with their remote control for the robot. Okay, I've got that card done now. I'm going to work on the journaling card that's next to the blue one. Now I've already gone ahead and journaled on all of my cards. I'm using another one of those pink triangles. I wanted to make sure to bring the same color scheme to this other side. And so I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. And then I'm going to use that plus sign from one of Ali Edwards' story kits. I've chosen to go with this gold word balance. It was perfect for the story that I told on this journaling card. Now during the competition, one of the goals of the two teams, you have two teams competing against each other and also wanting to help each other. Now you have this little ramp that you can score points by just getting on top of. But if you get both of the team's robots on top and have it level, you get 25 points for just making it level and balanced. So the word balance was really perfect for telling that part of the story. Now, I am kind of wrestling with the word, trying to get it straight. So I had to do it a couple times to get it on there right. But I think I finally managed to get it somewhat straight. And I'm going to go ahead and finish putting it down on the card. There seemed to be a lot of orange in some of the photos, and so I picked out this orange chipboard piece, and I wanted to see if I could add it in somewhere. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on top of that 4x6 journaling card. Again, I've already printed off my journaling, and now I'm going to add the word robotics with these pink letter stickers. I'm also going to swap out one of the O's with one of these circle geotag chipboard pieces. I thought that it would be a cute and fun way to mix things up. I'm going to continue to spell out the word robotics, and I'm not sure why this backside of my insert wasn't coming together like I wanted it to. I don't know if I needed to add another photo or if I had too much journaling, or if that bottom photo, since it was so busy, was hanging me up. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep going because I'm almost done. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna spend more time than I need to because I want to move on to other things. So underneath the word robotics, I have used my typewriter and added the word competition, and I've tucked it underneath some of the pink letters. Once I get the label all situated, I'm going to add a blue, kind of like a star piece. And it was about this point that I thought about adding a date, because I haven't added a date yet. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my date stamp and go ahead and stamp the date on the bottom. Once I've got my date on there, I can go ahead and finish up this card. I'm going to glue the orange chipboard piece on, and then I gotta get my blue piece on somehow. Okay, I'm going to wrap up here. I just stapled on that blue piece. I add one last thing, that little white star, and then I'm going to call this one done. All right, guys, thanks so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed my video. Here are a few still photos for you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.